it's Eli, and as you can tell, I am not in my dorm. I am on spring break for the next couple of days. I wanted to go home. I live in Ohio, but I go to school in Wisconsin, and the flights are super expensive to go back, and it would be a 9-hour drive, and so I just decided that I was gonna come stay with a friend in Illinois, which is only about a 5-hour drive. I'm in a real house, eating real food. This is really long overdue. My last meet was 2 weeks ago. It was my first track season ever and my first indoor track season. And so I thought I'd do a little recap and reflection about how it went. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Eli. I run college cross country and track, but I am actually a marathon runner. My favorite distance is a marathon, and that's what I love to do. And in high school, I actually never did track. I would do cross country in the fall, and then I would run marathons in the winter, spring, summer. This has been an interesting experience for me, doing track and doing short distance. I would like to preface this by saying I am not a short distance athlete. I think my times reflect that because this is something I've never done before. But I wanted to challenge myself to try and do something new, and hopefully it'll help me with my speed because I really, really want to lower my marathon time. I also think I underperformed this season. School was really stressful and I was very tired all the time. I'm having chronic insomnia, and so I don't sleep a lot. My times necessarily weren't where I wanted them to be. Fun fact about this D3 athlete, I finished last in every single indoor track race this season, which is kind of funny. I'm gonna do a longer video on my running story eventually, but basically I've always just been really slow, and I've always been good at consistently dropping time. And so eventually I'll work my way up to, varsity level, and then I come to college and I'm right back at the back of the herd. But that's okay. I think I can work my way back up again. My first race of the season, I was not in my normal events. I like to think of it as freshman hazing, but my coach assured me that it was not. I was put into the mile and the 4x4, which I was a little unhappy about, but you know what? I had a fun time. Did I go very fast? No, but I had a very fun time. This first race that I went to was the Red Hawk Opener in Ripon on January 21st. 2023. We did most of our meets in Ripon because it's really close by. I ran the mile. I got a 7:07, which is way off my PR. I don't even have a PR mile because I've never run track before, but I think my fastest mile was maybe around 6:40. I was doing mile repeats in one of my high school workouts, like my senior year. I did a 6:40 in one of my repeats, and so I definitely can go faster than that. Kind of just like really sick and worn out before this, so it wasn't my best race, but I got a 7:07. My 4x4 team, which was awesome, we were Team C for my school, and we got a 5:27 overall. I had the slowest split, 90 seconds, but I would also like to put in there that I was the only distance runner. Everybody else running the 4x4 was a 400, 800 or mid-distance athlete. So, I think I did fine. Could I go faster? Absolutely. I definitely lost a little time on the baton exchange, but I'd never held a baton before, so I was just like, as long as I don't drop it, it'll be okay. It was honestly really fun. I mean, like nothing compared to distance. I love distance, but everything in indoor track is just so short that it kind of feels the same to me, a 400 meter and a 3K. I'm gonna be honest, which is probably bad. This is why I'm not a sprinter. On February 4th, we went to the Red Hawk Invite, not the opener, the Invite, which is also at Ripon. I ran the 3K for the first time. I had never run a 3K before. Hint, it's the event that I'll race for the rest of the season. I got a 13:59, which was definitely way behind where I was hoping for. I did score 2 points for my school, so that's nice. I was really disappointed. This is the Dick Hendricks Invite, which is also another Ripon Invite. I ran a 13:58 for my 3K, which again, it was a 1-second PR, but it was not what I was hoping for. Throughout this whole season, I performed actively very well at workouts, and I performed better and better, and I definitely got a lot faster in my workouts by the end of the season, but I just didn't feel like that necessarily translated to my races, which is I think for me, because I am an extreme distance athlete, I can get faster And I want to get faster, but I feel like shorter distances do not showcase what I can do and the speeds that I can do, because I feel like my marathon pace and my 3K pace are within like a minute and a half of each other, you know, and that's not how it should be, but I feel like I'm just way better suited for a marathon. Next, we had UW Oshkosh, which is the Titan Challenge in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And I dropped 3 more seconds off of my last PR, 13:55. I wasn't happy with it. I still feel like, you know, I could have done a lot more, but you know, I was dropping time. I did not go to conference championships. I could have gone. I qualified, but I was feeling really tired and I had a lot of schoolwork to catch up on. And so I ultimately made the decision not to go. I don't regret not going, because I think for me, at least, indoor track is my weakest season. When I get to outdoor track, look, I'm just not a big fan of running on tracks. I'm more of an all-terrain type of person. Track just feels a little monotonous to me. But I am a distance runner, and outdoor track has the longest distance, a 10K. And so I feel like that's probably where I'm gonna do the best, especially for conference and stuff. I took that week off. I used the opportunity to do like a 16.5 miler, which that vlog is up on my channel if you wanna watch it, which was super nice because I hadn't done anything that long in a while. My normal long runs are like 13. So I was really excited. I was glad I got to do that. And then the final race of the season was the NCAA Final Chance qualifier, which we had ours at Ripon. I was not trying to qualify for the NCAA National Championships, I'll put that out there. A lot of people just run this race as a last chance to PR, so that's what I did. I ran a 13:52, another 3 seconds off my PR. I dropped a total of 7 seconds, I think 7.5 seconds over the course of the season, which I definitely felt like I could have done more. I wasn't inspired by the type of running I was doing. Again, like cross country and marathoning have always been the type of running that inspires me. So I think I did pretty okay. You know, I always tried my best at everything, but you know, it's just not really my sport. Track is not really my sport. I'm gonna try and make it my sport. It's a difficult transition. Although it is not my favorite type of running, the team was awesome. Everybody from cross country runs track, which is why I am running it. I actually do not have a choice, but you know, I'm gonna make the best of it. But you know, we have all of our cross country people, and then we have our sprinters and jumpers and throwers. And so there's a lot of new people that I got to become friends with. And we did so many fun team activities. And so that was a really fun part of it all. I'm excited to see how I can grow and how I can hopefully enjoy track in the future, even if I'm not necessarily there just yet. If you are interested in some of my meets this season, I do have, I think 2 or 3 vlogs up from my indoor track meets, and then I have a long run vlog that I mentioned earlier if you guys wanna check that out. I filmed a couple of videos over spring break, I think just like some training stuff. So stay tuned for that. Also stay tuned, nobody tell my coach, but there could be, wink wink, a marathon coming up soon. So just stay tuned for that. Okay, bye.